Hello everyone, brought you here to the Longman Common in South Shropshire. It's an actively grazed heathland, an active common and a site of special scientific interest. It's recently been assessed by National Trust as in broadly favourable condition, and currently the major habitat threat is the amount of bracken that is out of control, but that is being addressed through National Trust's own finances and obtaining FIPL funding. As commoners, we've known that the Longman has been in favourable condition for some time. We've noticed it with the quality of the stock that are drawn down from here, and just the general look of the heather, the windberry, the grass and the heathland in general, clearly in great condition. There's a lot of good views from up here. We can see east into the Midlands in that direction, and looking round to the west we can look into Wales. From Pole Bank, the highest point, there's a 360-degree view. It really is quite a special place. Anyway, I've brought you here today specifically to see some damage that was reported by a walker who visited in recent days. The individual posted what he thought was reckless 4x4 damage by off-roaders, and for a moment people thought this might also have been caused by commoners travelling the common here with their 4x4s, but as the Secretary of the Longman Common Association, I can confirm that there was no commoners involved or in any way responsible for the damage that I'm going to show you. Rather, this damage, it's been confirmed by Natural England, was caused by the National Trust team from Dudmaston Hall. Apparently, without any reference to Natural England or the commoners here, the team from Dudmaston Hall travelled up the A49, approximately 20 miles, and harvested heather seed with a tractor and trailer for a landscape recovery project. A project that is funded by government with taxpayers' money and has no connections to anyone here involved on the Longman. Despite the wet conditions on the Longman and early signs of damage that would have been apparent during the harvesting operation, the collection was continued over several days. So in order to improve one site for nature, they were quite happy to severely damage another. Have a look at the extent of the damage that they caused. It's quite breathtaking, really, for what is supposed to be Europe's largest conservation organisation. You can see ruts, you can see pools of water, you can see areas of vegetation, heathland, some of Britain's most vulnerable habitat, wrapped up into piles of what's now just dead heather bushes. And so we're really disappointed to see this happening on land that we've contributed to the management of for generations and has been actively managed under an agreement for over 2 decades. Really quite shocking. And ironically, on this coming Tuesday the 5th of November, in Bishop's Castle, the local town, the National Trust staff are involved in the making of an evening presentation to the public of their work. I'm just wondering whether they'll mention all of this damage when talking about the habitat restoration at Dudmaston Hall, for which this area was ransacked. Without the required SSSI consent from Natural England or permission of the commoners who exercised their rights here.